Welcome everyone. So happy Thanksgiving. We're going to go ahead and start in a seated posture on the floor. So find your comfortable pose. Feel free to sit on something if that helps you. And you can always stretch your leg out, right? Do whatever you need to do to be comfortable. And Thanksgiving is an awesome reminder to let's just, like the whole class, we'll just be thankful. We'll just start thinking about all the things that we're thankful for, even if it's just something as simple as, I am so thankful I've got a space to do yoga in. And I'm really thankful that you've joined me. So comfortable posture, sitting nice and tall. You can rest your hands on your knees or in your lap, whatever feels comfortable for your shoulders. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just take a nice deep breath. And by closing your eyes, you're turning your awareness inward, allowing your mind to quiet down. And everything else that's going on in the mind, anything that you have to do today, anything that's going on, for the next 45 minutes, you can simply set that aside, focus right here and now, lengthen from the base of your spine, all the way up through the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And then just start to relax. So now you're scanning the body from the top of the head down through the forehead. Relax around your eyes. Relax through the nose, your cheeks, corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. And then down through the neck and throat and the shoulders. Relax all the way down the arms to your fingertips. Nice deep breath. Relax from the upper back, your chest and lungs, the heart center, down through the abdomen, through the lower back, from your hips all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And let's focus on the breath. So you're inhaling and exhaling deeply. And then just count to yourself the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale. So you're going to try to even out your breath. So if you count, if you inhale to the count of 7, you'll exhale to the count of 7. It's called Matrika Pranayama. And the breathing, the even breath will just help you to feel calm and relaxed. Think of your breath as nature's remedy to stress. Good. With your next exhale, let's bring the chin forward. Let your head hang down. We're going to stretch through the neck and the back of your shoulders. Just hold for a moment. And then let your head roll to one side. So the face is forward. Let your ear hang toward the shoulder. Just relax your jaw. And now around to the back. Let your head go back. And then over to the other side. And let your head come back down to the front. And let's do a few circles. So you'll inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale as you come back to the front. You can do about 3 circles to each side. Just take your time. If your neck is tight on one side or on both sides, just go very slowly. You don't have to hang the head back too far. All right, when you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down. Just clasp the hands together, lay them gently on the back of your head and add a little weight to the stretch and just hold. And then bring your head back up. Put one hand on the head, the other one can rest on the leg. Gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. Good, and then back to center. Let's do the other side. Good, and let your head come back to center. Eyes are open. Turn your head gently from side to side, back and forth. I'm seeing up that neck. All right, we're going to do another variation on the stretch for your neck and shoulder. So I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to have you take your left hand and just bring it up like this on your back, and you're going to feel that right across the upper shoulder. Okay. And then put your hand on your head and gently draw the ear toward the shoulder like this. Good. And then just slowly turn your head so your chin is kind of coming toward your shoulder or collarbone in that direction. So we just get a slightly different stretch here. Good. And then bring your head back up. Let's do the other side. So you're going to take your right arm up behind your back. Let's first just start by dropping the ear toward the shoulder, and you'll feel that a little bit more now right across the shoulder. And then just gently rotate, turn your head. You can still, if you want to add a little stretch, you can still kind of pull down. So your chin is kind of coming more towards your collarbone in that direction. Good. And bring your head back up to center and under the arms. That's a muscle that's not that easy to stretch right across here, but it does get tight. All right, so now what I'm going to have you do is arms by the side. Let's reach out and up. Nice big stretch. Clasp your hands together. Reach towards the ceiling. Exhale as you lean to one side. Good. And then inhale as you come up. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's go a little bit deeper now. So we're going to come back up. Place the hands on the back of your head. You can do either side, whichever one feels comfortable to start with. I'm going to have you lean to one side and place your hand down on the mat. So we'll start here, and some of you will come down onto the elbow. So you've got two variations. You're going to look up towards the ceiling and then inhale. Exhale, just look forward. Reach your arm over your head like you're reaching out towards the wall or the door, and then just look forward. Trying to draw that opposite hip towards the floor. 2, 3, let's do one more, and 4, and turn the palm upward. Inhale, reach as you come on up. Exhale, let your arm come down. Good. All right, we're going to switch your feet around. So put the other foot in front, or if you're stretching a leg out, you can switch which leg is stretched out. All right. We'll switch how we clasp our hands together. I'm right-handed. I naturally put my right thumb and finger on top. I'm going to do the opposite, so it'll just feel a little different. And you're going to reach out. Go ahead and come on up and stretch back. Good. Hands gently on the back of your head. Elbows open back. Nice deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lean to the side. Get that hand onto the mat. Maybe get down onto your elbow. Go ahead and look up towards the ceiling. And then inhale as you exhale, look forward, reach the arm out and stretch, and you're bringing that opposite hip towards the floor. Good, and just hold. And 2, lengthening with each exhale. 3, and 4. And turn that palm upward. Inhale, reach as you come on up. Exhale, let your arm come down. All right, let's take the hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together. Gently roll the shoulders back and stretch. and relax. Now we'll do the shoulder rolls. So you're going to reach out in front of you, palm facing upward, touch your fingertips to your shoulders. I want you to bring your elbows in towards each other and then back and around, just nice and slow, fully aware of each movement as you stretch. Good, and let's change direction. And relax. Go ahead and let the shoulders come down. Stretch your legs out in front of you and just rock those feet in and out a few times. Good. All right. So I like coming onto the hands and knees next so that we can do a little bit more now with the back. Well, if you want extra padding, you can go ahead and put that underneath your knees. So hands go right underneath the shoulders. Knees about hip distance, toes and feet are relaxed. And as you start, you're going to exhale, tuck your chin in. Round out your back and shoulders. Inhale as you arch and look up. Good, and I'll have you do that several times. Exhale as you tuck your chin in. Round your back and shoulders. Inhale as you arch and look up. Okay, and just continue. I'm going to take my sweater off. As you're doing that, especially if your lower back is tight at all, this is a good way to sort of loosen that up. You've been sitting a lot or standing a lot. And it's a nice stretch for the neck and shoulders. So just really pay attention to where you're feeling that stretch. All right, with your next exhale, I'm going to have you bring your hips straight back towards your heels, forehead to the mat. You're going to reach all the way out with your fingertips and stretch. You're in the half tortoise posture now and hold. Good. Let's do our downward dog. Hands are just a little bit wider than the shoulders. So for me, the small finger comes towards the edge of the mat. Come up onto the hands and knees and gently press back. So you want to bend your knees slightly. Keep lifting your hips towards the ceiling and you're pressing your chest towards your legs to get a good stretch in your upper back. And then you can bend one knee and push the opposite heel to the mat and just alternate your legs back and forth. So you're adding in that runner stretch as well. Good. Let your shoulders come forward, knees touch down to the mat. And now you're going to sit back towards the left heel. Twist and reach over to the right and hold. And 2, 3, and 4. And then come back to center. We're on the hands and knees. We're going to switch over. So sit towards the right heel. Twist over to the left and stretch. And 2, 3, and 4. And then come back to center. We're on the hands and knees. We're going to press back into the downward dog again. Stretch. And just hold for a moment. Good. Let's bring the shoulders forward, knees down. We're going to do our cobra. We did this last week. We're going to add this in again. With this one, you want your shoulders over your hands, so you're not back like this. You're coming forward, and then just bend your elbows and let your chest come down. Okay. Go ahead and gently peel up into cobra, and you want your shoulders back. And then press back. Now you can either do a half tortoise if you want, or you can do a downward dog. So you've got 2 variations there. Nice deep breath. Good, let's do that again. Bring your shoulders forward. Let your knees come on down to the mat. Lower the chest down. Inhale as you peel up into cobra. Exhale as you go back either to half tortoise or to downward dog. And then let's do that again. So we're doing a little bit of strengthening for the arms, shoulders forward, knees down. Bring your chest down. Heel up into cobra. And it's a nice stretch for your back. This time, let's do the half tortoise. So everyone press back, hips to the heels. You can open and close your fingers or your fists a couple of times. Rock your hips a little bit from side to side. Good, and bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. Let's draw the right knee all the way up between your fingertips. Turn the heel in and stretch your left leg back. All right, inhale as you bring your chest up and exhale as you come on down. So you're gonna either rest on your elbows or you can bring your forehead all the way down to your forearms, whatever feels comfortable for you, and you're gonna hold. And just allow your breath to relax. Inhale and exhale deeply. Good, and then bring your chest up. Your hands are firmly on the mat. Let's go ahead and take it back into the downward dog. And let's do the other side. Shoulders forward, knees to the mat. Left knee slides all the way up. Turn the heel in. Stretch your right leg back. Inhale as you bring the chest up. And exhale as you come on down. Rest your forehead onto your forearms and relax. And take a nice deep breath. Good, and bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. One more time. Lots of downward dogs today. Good strengthening for the upper body, the shoulders. Great stretch for your back, and just hold. Good, let's bring the shoulders forward, knees down to the mat, hips back to the heels. And come on up into a kneeling posture. So before we come up to standing pose, let's do a little bit more with the hips since we're on the floor. We'll do the split knee child's pose. And if you have a blanket, if you have hard floor, I should say, it does help to have something underneath your knees. And I'm actually going to open my blanket a little bit wider. So what you're going to do is you're sitting on your heels. I want you to open your knees wide, okay, as wide as you feel comfortable. And then just come forward and first start on your elbows like this and just see how you feel. And then if you feel comfortable, you can come down deeper and bring your forehead all the way down to your forearms. If you're really comfortable in the pose, you could try coming down into the chest. You'll have to turn your head so you're resting on your ear. But the idea is that you're stretching along these inner thigh, groin muscle areas. So you decide what feels comfortable for you. And you are trying to keep your heels kind of back towards, your seat back towards your heels. Okay. And just hold for a moment. Good, and then bring the chest up, help yourself up. You're gonna go ahead and bring the knees back together. And then let's do a little toe and foot stretch. So curl your toes under for a moment and sit on your heels. See how that feels. Good, and then let's bring ourselves up to standing posture. You can just slide your blanket or towel off to the side. Go ahead and come on up. Good. All right. So feet about hip distance, hands on the hips, knees are relaxed or soft. We're going to lean forward, roll around to the back as you inhale. Exhale back to the front. Good, and we'll change direction. And come back to center. Inhale, exhale, let's fold now right down into your front bend. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. Sway gently from side to side. Let go of all that tension through the back. And also feel that stretch in the back of your legs. Good, nice opposite stretch is our squat. So come on down and do a little squat. And then back up into the front bend. Back down to a squat. And back to that front bend. Bring your chest up, hands to your hips. Inhale as you come on up. Good. Let's support the back so the heel of your hand just goes right underneath your rib cage. Feet are hip distance. Soften your knees, lift through the chest, gently lean back. And come right back up to standing. Good. Feet come closer to each other now. So either your toes can touch or just be a couple of inches apart, arms slightly out to the side. Inhale, reach out and up. And let's let the fingertips touch. Reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side. And then inhale as you come on up. Exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold into your front bend. Draw the chest forward, hands in the legs. And inhale, exhale as you fold. Reach now and come all the way up. And then back to the heart. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. Reach now and come all the way up. And then back to the heart. Inhale. And exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. Reach and come up. And back to the heart. And just continue. All right, let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on up. And then back to the heart. Good, and just pause for a moment. And relax. Let the arms relax. Relax your legs. All right, let's do our balancing today. We'll do our tree posture, so hands on the hips. And you can shift your weight to either leg. Keep your hips forward. Let your knee turn to the side. So find your point to stare at, to focus on. You can start with the toes on the mat. And then if you want to go a little further with that balancing posture, you can bring your foot onto your calf, or you can try to bring it up to the inside of your thigh. You're going to have to press the thigh and foot together. Don't use the knee as a ledge. Bring your foot either above or below the knee. Okay. And then you can either bring your hands at the heart center. If you like reaching your hands above your head, feel free to do that. And just relax for a moment. All right, we're going to switch sides. So carefully come on down. Hips are forward, knee turns to the side. Again, you just take your time. You can decide where you're going to place the foot. Find your point to focus on, to stare at. And you can bring your hands either to your heart or above your head. And relax your gaze. Breathe. Good, and relax. Good. Go ahead and bring your foot down. Feet about hip distance. Let's hang into a front bend. Now just sway gently from side to side. Just massaging or relaxing your back. Go ahead and bring yourself up. Hands onto your hips. Inhale as you come on up. All right. So let's open the feet wide. Toes point straight ahead. Hands on the legs. You can start with either side. Extend your arm out. Go ahead and reach up. Inhale as you exhale. Slide that opposite hand down your leg and stretch. And then inhale as you come up. Exhale, let your arm come down. Let's do the other side. Reach up. Inhale and stretch. Exhale as you slide that arm down. Good. Inhale and exhale. One more time on each side. Reach up. This is a nice way to open up through the chest and lung area. Makes it easier for us to take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And again, reach up and stretch. Inhale and exhale as you come on down. All right. So I'm going to show you a variation. So we're going to do a shoulder stretch. And you can either clasp your hands together and then you just kind of roll your shoulders back, or you can try the prayer pose. And with the prayer pose, you take your fingertips will lightly touch, and I touch my thumbs, and then you turn your fingers in towards your back and then up on your back. And that's another stretch for across the shoulder blades, or across the fronts of your shoulders. So you're bringing the arms up and then you come forward. So if you're clasping your hands, I want you to raise the arms up behind your back as you come on down. And if you're doing prayer pose, you just hold it onto your back. Also stretches your wrist and hands and hold. One more. Good. Now you're going to release your hands, hang them down to the floor. Reach over to the right leg and try to bring your head towards your knee. Reach over to the left leg. Let's do the same thing. And now I'm going to show you how to do a side squat. So I want you to soften or bend your knees, and then you're going to turn towards your right leg, pivot your foot a little bit, get your hands to the floor, and you're going to bend your right knee and bring your heel up. Now when you do that, I want you to rotate your left foot so toes go towards the ceiling. So you're on the heel. You've got your hands in front of you, so you're walking over to the other side. You're going to do the same thing. So you're like leaning over the leg, you're bending the knee, and then you want to rotate that heel so your toes of your right foot go up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel this all on the inside of your leg. Okay, so you're going to go up, walk over. So it's like you're doing a squat, but you're doing it on one side and then the other side. And then one more time, up and over. We'll do a total of 3 on each side. So one more time to the right. And stretch. And you can, lean into it if you want to go a little deeper, and then over to the other side. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to doing this movement. And now I'm going to have you come back to center. You're in the front bend. Go ahead and just step your feet in a little closer, fold into your front bend, bring your chest up, hands to your hips, and inhale as you come on up. Good. It's got into the hips there this morning. All right. So we're going to come down to the floor and do some seated postures. So go ahead and hang, bend your knees, come down into your squat, and then go ahead and come down onto the floor into your seated posture. Stretch your legs out in front of you, rock your feet in and out a few times, back and forth. Good. Let's open both legs out into our seated posture. And if you want to have a folded towel or blanket or pillow underneath your seat, go ahead and do that. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward into your stretch. And then move gently from side to side. So you're stretching over one leg and then the other. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself back up, and let's help the soles of your feet together. Bounce your knees. Okay, we're going to lean forward in the butterfly pose. You can rest your arms on your legs if that feels good. Sometimes just depending on how your hips are feeling, sometimes I gently press down just a little bit as I'm leaning forward. All right, just notice how you're feeling. Good, and bring yourself up. That's probably the one thing I'm noticing with all this, if you're sitting a lot with the Zoom meetings, my hips are getting tight. Go ahead and stretch your legs out. So I've been trying to stand and sit and, move a little bit throughout the day. Go ahead and rock your feet. Okay, we're going to do a nice stretch for a twist for your abdomen. So I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the same direction as you, which will make this easier. So you've got your legs stretched out in front of you. I want you to lean onto your right hip and take your left leg back. And then the sole of your right foot, I want you to touch that against your left knee. So your left leg is back, the sole of your right foot is touching, or the foot is touching your left knee, and you're going to twist to the right. Come on down onto your elbows, and just let's start here. And notice your stretch. Get a nice, good stretch through your abdomen and through that lower back. Now, to go a little further, this is optional. I actually like this variation because I get tight in the psoas muscles, the stomach area. So I like this one, but you can also stretch your shoulder. So if you take the back of your left hand, put your left hand on the mat, slide it behind your right arm, lean all the way down onto the left shoulder and the left side of your head. And this will get into the shoulders a little bit more. And just take a deep breath here. So either variation works. And then slowly untwist. Go ahead and bring yourself up. And let's go over to the other side. Take your right leg back. Put the sole of your foot against your right knee. And you're going to twist to the left. All right, same thing. Come on down onto the elbows. Start here. And then you decide if you want to do the shoulder. The shoulder stretch is the back of the right hand. Slide it behind your left arm. Lean down onto the right shoulder. Rest on the right side of your head and hold. Breathe. And then inhale as you exhale slowly and twist. And go ahead and bring yourself up. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach up. After doing the twist, we'll just do a nice front stretch. And let's add in the sitting crane. This is where you're going to gently bounce or rock like you're reaching for the wall in front of you. And stop that movement, reach for your feet or your calves, or you can put your hands beside you and press forward, whatever feels comfortable, and hold. Good, and then just bring your chest back up. All right, we're gonna go down into our backs. So if you do want extra padding, you can, stretch out your blanket or towel. Come on down. When you come onto your back, I want you to pull your knees up into your chest. And go ahead and draw those knees in. You can clasp your hands across your legs and just rock. And just take a nice deep breath here. In and out through your nose. All right, I'm going to have you keep your knees tucked in, open your arms, stretch them out to the sides. We're going to lower the legs to the left. Go ahead and let your feet rest on the floor. Reach out through that right hand and stretch. And then inhale as you come up. Exhale over to the other side. Let your feet come down. Let your knees rest. Look out towards your left hand and stretch. Good. Now both arms stretched out. I want you to try to keep your knees together and tucked in. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale over. So you're an inch from the floor. So don't touch the floor with your knees. And then inhale as you bring your knees to center. So you're moving with the breath. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale as you come up. And exhale. Inhale to center. And exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale over. So this is also a nice way to strengthen the lower back. Do a little twist for that stomach. So working the stomach muscles. Back and forth. One more time. Inhale and exhale to the left. And you're always turning your head in the opposite direction. That just feels nice and natural for the neck and shoulders. And go to the right. Good. Bring your knees back to center. Draw them in one more time. Hug them close. Now place your feet on your mat. Let your feet be hip distance apart. Arms just rest by your sides. We're going to do the bridge pose. So press your back into the mat. Press the feet down firmly. And then raise your hips up into a nice stretch. And just hold. Try to keep the big toes pressed into the mat so the feet are firm. Inhale as you exhale, lower yourself down slowly. One vertebra at a time. And at the end of your bridge pose, let's draw the knees back up into your chest and relax your back. Good, and relax. Go ahead and stretch yourself now all the way down onto the mat. Just rock your feet in and out a couple of times. Let your feet fall out to the sides. Let your arms rest by your sides with your palms facing upward. And close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And just allow the floor to support your body. Good. Start by relaxing down through the forehead. Relax around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Continue to relax through the neck and through the throat, all the way down to the shoulders. Relax the upper arms, lower arms. Relax your hands and fingers and fingertips. And from your fingers, relax the lower arms and the upper arms. Relax your upper back and your chest and lungs. Relax your heart center. Down through the abdomen, through the lower back. Relax your hips and pelvis, the upper legs, knees and lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Inhale and exhale deeply. And imagine as you breathe that you can inhale from the soles of your feet all the way up to the top of your head. It's like your whole body breathes. And as you exhale, relax from the top of the head all the way out through to the feet. And relax again your toes and your feet. And the lower legs, knees, and upper legs. Relax your hips, your abdomen, your lower back. Relax your heart center, your upper back, your chest and lungs. Relax from the shoulders down to your fingertips. And now back up through the shoulders. Relax through the neck and through the face and through the top of your head. And just bring your awareness now to your heart center, the point just below your sternum. And imagine breathing in and out of your heart center. The heart chakra, the color is green, and you can imagine a 12-petaled lotus flower. So if you like to visualize, you can visualize a green lotus flower. The Anahata chakra. So just focus at that center. And then for a moment, just think about all the things that you're grateful for on this Thanksgiving Day. And now slowly take a deep breath and start to bring your awareness back just by moving your fingers, moving your toes. Let's do the palming exercise. This is a nice way to come out of your relaxation. Just bring your hands together, rub them so they're nice and warm. And then place those warm hands over your eyes. Block out all the lights. You're cupping your eyes. And then once you block out all the light, open your eyes into your palms and relax your gaze. This exercise can help with eye strain. So if you're spending hours on the computer, which I think most of us are, try to remember to stop and do the palming exercise every once in a while. So you're focusing into the darkness of your hands, and this will relax your eyes. If you're seeing a lot of colors or lights, just stay there for a moment until everything starts to go dark. That just means your eyes are relaxing. And then you can pull the hands away a few inches from your face, maybe like 6 inches, and just relax your gaze on your hands for a moment. And then you can bring the hands down and focus further, right? Focus a distance. Good. Before coming up from the floor, go ahead and pull your knees into your chest and just relax your back for a moment. And then you can roll to your side and rest on your side. And then when you're ready, you can come up to seated posture. All right, so that concludes the Hatha Yoga part, doing the exercise, the breathing, the awareness. So bring the hands to the heart for a moment. And the eyes are open. Namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this morning. It was nice to share Thanksgiving with all of you in the morning. If you want to stay and do about 15 minutes of seated breathing and meditation, feel free to stay. If you've got a turkey to put in the oven or some food to cook, feel free to do that. And have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you all next Thursday. All right. Okay, if you'd like to stay, I do recommend if you're sitting on the floor that you give yourself either something like this, a folded blanket. I like to make mine thick. My hips have been tight lately. This helps me to sit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and sit up on my blanket. Good, and come to your comfortable seated posture. All right, so we're going to do the alternate nostril breath. And that's where we're breathing in and out of one nostril at a time. So with this one, you actually do like a little hand mudra. So you take the first two fingers, tuck them in, and you turn the palm towards your face. So the thumb is going to press closed. It's going to close the right nostril. And then the inside of your ring finger closes the left. The easiest way to move through this is just to close your eyes, and I'll walk you through it. So go ahead, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Close the left nostril with your finger and exhale through the right one. Close the right nostril and inhale left. Close the left, exhale right. Close the right, inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. Now exhale through the left nostril. Close it and inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Let your hand come down and exhale and inhale evenly through both nostrils. I want you to notice how that feels. It might feel cool, maybe a little more open on both sides. Imagine that air flowing straight up into the brain through your nasal passages. So let's do another round. We're going to do 2 rounds today. So inhale through both nostrils. Bring your hand up. Close the right one with your thumb and exhale through the left. Close the left and inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. And inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Now exhale through the right nostril. Close it, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And now inhale left. And let your hand come down. Breathe through both nostrils. And this breathing technique can take you right into your meditation. So now I want you to just sit quietly. Breathe deeply. If you like that exercise where you count on your hand, counting the breaths, the thumb and first finger touch at the tip, that's 1. The thumb moves to the first knuckle, that's your second breath. To the third knuckle, that's your third breath. You can do that if you like, or you can just sit quietly and count to yourself the length of your inhale, length of your exhale. Or you can use the mantra so to yourself quietly, internally saying the sound so. As you inhale, hum. As you exhale. So any technique. When your mind wanders, you just keep coming back again and again to the breath. And we'll do this till about 10 o'clock, and then I'll quietly turn off the class and you can continue to meditate if you like. Or you can go about your day.